Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? You've probably experienced the frustration of putting in endless effort and still feeling like you're not making progress. And when it comes to the respect you deserve, it often seems like it's just out of reach. You see others getting recognition, and you're left wondering what it is that they're doing right. But what if I told you that there are powerful psychological principles you can use to make people respect you more? Not through manipulation or game playing, but through genuine changes in the way you approach others, the way you interact, and, most importantly, the way you view and treat yourself. These principles are not just about gaining respect, they're about transforming your approach to life and your relationships, helping you build deeper, more meaningful connections with others. In the next few moments, we'll dive deep into these psychological insights that can help you earn and maintain respect, both personally and professionally. You'll gain practical, actionable steps you can take immediately to create lasting change. And while the process may seem challenging at times, trust that the rewards, respect, deeper relationships, and confidence are well worth the effort. So, what's really standing in the way of earning the respect you deserve? Is it a lack of confidence, feeling like you don't belong, or simply not knowing where to start? In this guide, we will break down the psychological strategies that can elevate how others perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Get ready to gain insights that will not only shift your mindset, but will provide you with the tools to take actionable steps that lead to long-term success. We'll cover key psychological concepts such as establishing healthy boundaries, understanding the power of nonverbal communication, using empathy effectively, and developing an unwavering self-confidence. We'll explore how you can develop habits that empower you to consistently earn the respect of others in all areas of your life. When you look around, you'll notice something interesting. The people who command respect don't necessarily have the most impressive titles or the loudest voices. It's the quiet confidence, the way they hold themselves, and the trust they build that makes others respect them. And you can develop that too, no matter where you're starting from. Let's dive in and explore how you can achieve this transformation. You may feel like you've tried everything already. Maybe you've made some strides, but you're still not getting the kind of respect you deserve. Perhaps you've been overlooked for promotions, or you're not being treated with the level of professionalism you strive for. You've worked hard, you've done everything you were told to do, and still, the respect you want seems elusive. This is where the problem often lies. Most people, when trying to earn respect, focus on external validation or try to please others. They hope to gain respect by being agreeable, by going along with what everyone else wants, or by putting others' needs before their own. But while these things may garner temporary approval, they won't earn the deep, lasting respect that you need to grow and thrive. In fact, when you focus solely on pleasing others or seeking approval, it often leads to frustration and a lack of true respect. People may start to see you as someone who lacks confidence, who doesn't stand up for themselves. They may take advantage of your kindness, thinking they can get away with it. The cycle of trying to please and never truly feeling respected can be emotionally exhausting and defeating. But what happens when you shift the focus back to yourself? When you start to prioritize your own needs, self-worth, and boundaries? This is where things begin to change. Respect is not something you have to chase. It's something you naturally attract when you make certain psychological shifts. One of the biggest shifts you can make is to stop trying to control others' opinions of you. Instead, Focus on controlling how you see yourself, how you communicate, and how you present yourself. When you start to do this, you'll notice that the respect you desire starts to flow toward you, often from places you least expect. If you ignore these key principles and continue down the path of pleasing others, you'll find that you'll only continue to feel stuck. It can lead to resentment, burnout, and even social isolation. That's because true respect doesn't come from appeasing others or trying to gain approval. It comes from inner confidence, clear boundaries, and authentic communication. It's understandable to feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or unsure about how to make these changes. But trust that this journey is not just about transforming how others see you, it's about transforming how you see yourself. And once you make that change, you'll find that people begin to respect you in ways you never thought possible. You deserve that respect, and it's time to unlock it. Now that we've identified the problem, let's talk about how to begin solving it. It all starts with shifting your mindset. First, understand that the core of earning respect begins within. It starts by acknowledging your own self-worth and treating yourself with the respect you deserve. This may sound simple, but it's one of the most profound mindset shifts you can make. Too often, people wait for others to respect them before they can respect themselves. But real transformation happens when you decide to respect yourself first. The next mindset shift involves boundaries. Healthy boundaries are a crucial part of gaining respect. You must know when to say no, when to stand firm, and when to walk away. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about ensuring that you don't allow others to take advantage of you, that you don't allow your time, energy, and values to be trampled upon. So, how do you implement these shifts? Let's break it down into actionable steps. Step 1. Develop self-awareness. The first step in earning respect is to understand who you are and what you stand for. This is the foundation of self-respect. You need to have a clear sense of your values, your strengths, and your limits. Start by making a list of your core values. What matters most to you? What are the non-negotiables in your life? These values will guide your decision-making and will help you set boundaries that align with your true self. Step 2. Build confidence. Confidence is magnetic. When you walk into a room with self-assurance, people naturally gravitate toward you. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from knowing your worth and not being afraid to show it. One way to build confidence is through self-affirmation. Start each day by acknowledging your strengths. Write down at least 3 things that you like about yourself. And yes, this might feel awkward at first, but over time, it will become second nature. Step 3. Master nonverbal communication. The way you carry yourself speaks volumes before you even say a word. People pick up on your body language, your posture, and even the tone of your voice. If you're hunched over, avoiding eye contact, or speaking too softly, you're unintentionally signaling insecurity. Practice standing tall, maintaining eye contact, and speaking clearly. These small changes can make a world of difference in how others perceive you. Step 4. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining self-respect and ensuring that others respect you. This means knowing when to say no, when to walk away from toxic situations, and when to prioritize your own needs. Start practicing saying no in small ways. This might be as simple as not overcommitting to plans or standing firm when someone asks for something that you don't feel comfortable with. Over time, you'll build the habit of setting healthy boundaries and protecting your energy. Step 5. Communicate with authenticity. Being authentic in your interactions is key to earning respect. People respect those who are true to themselves and who communicate openly and honestly. Practice speaking your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. These actionable steps will help you build a foundation of self-respect and influence others to respect you as well. But remember, the journey doesn't end here. It's not enough to just make these changes once and hope for the best. True change requires consistent effort. As you work through these steps, you may encounter obstacles. And trust me, that's okay. It's a natural part of the process. Everyone faces resistance when they're making positive changes in their life. Whether it's self-doubt, fear of rejection, or external pressures, these obstacles can feel discouraging. But the key is to keep going, even when it feels tough. Remember, the fear and doubts you face are temporary. The respect and confidence you'll gain from pushing through those obstacles are permanent. So, keep your eyes on the prize. Keep practicing those small steps every day, and soon you'll notice the changes taking place. Let's break this down in detail, because the essence of this statement is about understanding that the journey towards self-respect and confidence is not always smooth, but it is one of perseverance and growth. First, let's talk about fear and doubt. These are natural human emotions, and they will show up at some point or another, especially when you're trying to change or grow. Fear is an instinctive response to the unknown, a protective mechanism that arises when we step outside our comfort zone. And doubt often comes hand in hand with fear. It makes us question our ability to succeed, the validity of our goals, and even whether we deserve what we're striving for. It's easy to let these feelings stop us in our tracks. After all, they create discomfort, and no one enjoys feeling uncomfortable. But here's the truth: these feelings of fear and doubt are fleeting. They are temporary. While it may feel like they are permanent in the moment, they will pass, especially if you keep moving forward. Think of it like a storm passing through. You might get wet for a little while, but eventually, the sun comes out again. By acknowledging that fear and doubt are temporary, you allow yourself the space to move past them. Instead of letting them control you, you recognize them for what they are: temporary visitors in your life that do not have to dictate your actions. The more you face these feelings head-on, the less power they have over you. Now, contrast that with the respect and confidence you're working toward. These are the enduring rewards of perseverance. Unlike fear and doubt, which are momentary and usually arise from challenges, respect and confidence are lasting. Once you've earned them, whether through personal growth, consistent effort, or self-awareness, they are yours to keep. Think about respect for a moment. When people respect you, they do so because of the consistency, integrity, and self-assurance you've demonstrated over time. Respect isn't easily given or taken away. It's earned through actions that show who you are and what you stand for. And once you've established that respect, it's not something that vanishes overnight. People who respect you will continue to do so, as long as you remain true to the principles that earned their respect in the first place. Confidence, too, is something that builds upon itself. Initially, you might feel unsure or uncertain about your worth, but with every step you take toward self-awareness, boundary setting, and honest communication, you begin to feel a shift within yourself. You start to believe in your abilities, to trust that you are worthy of respect, and to feel comfortable asserting yourself in situations where you once would have held back. That newfound confidence doesn't disappear after a bad day or an awkward moment. It's something that grows stronger the more you practice it. The phrase, "keep your eyes on the prize," speaks to the idea of focusing on the long-term vision, not the temporary discomfort. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't change immediately, when you feel like you're putting in effort without seeing results. But the key to sustaining motivation is to remember why you started in the first place. Whether your goal is to gain respect at work, improve your relationships, or build more self-confidence, you have a vision of what success looks like. Keep that vision clear and at the forefront of your mind. It will be your anchor when things get tough. When you're working toward lasting change, the small steps you take each day are critical. It's easy to think that big, dramatic actions will bring about the biggest changes. However, lasting transformation often happens through the accumulation of small, consistent actions over time. Each day you practice self-awareness. Each time you set a healthy boundary, and each time you assert yourself with confidence, you're slowly, but surely, moving closer to the version of yourself that you aspire to be. And that's where the magic happens. Over time, those small steps, like taking a deep breath before reacting, standing a little taller, or speaking your truth a little louder, add up. You'll begin to notice shifts in how others respond to you, and, more importantly, how you respond to yourself. You'll see yourself as someone who deserves respect. You'll see yourself as someone who is capable, confident, and worthy. And as you see those changes within, you'll find that the world around you begins to reflect that new, empowered version of yourself. But this transformation requires patience. It's a journey, not a destination. Just as you didn't lose your confidence or self-respect overnight, you won't gain them instantly, either. But as you continue the process, you'll see the pieces fall into place. You'll find that fear and doubt become less frequent visitors, and respect and confidence become more permanent fixtures in your life. The key is to stay the course, trusting that every small effort is bringing you closer to your goal. The process is ongoing. Self-respect and confidence are not static. They require nurturing, consistent effort, and time. And that's a beautiful thing, because it means that personal growth is a lifelong journey. The obstacles, challenges, and setbacks you face along the way will only make you stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle future challenges. As you continue on this path, make sure to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. Each time you practice self-care, set a boundary, or assert yourself with confidence, you're making significant progress. These are the moments that add up to lasting transformation. In the end, the fear and doubts that once held you back will feel like distant memories. The respect and confidence you've built will be your foundation, and it will carry you forward into new, more empowering chapters of your life. So don't get discouraged when things get tough. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep practicing those small steps, and soon, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. You've got this. You are capable of earning the respect you deserve. And you can start right now.